Hey, so we just had a great conversation, and we had to cut it short. We're going to continue it another day, not with you guys alone, because it was just, we went in many different directions, which I really enjoyed. And the last thing we talked about is something that all of you in YouTube land will definitely be interested in. So Nikki here and I were talking a lot about when to have sex. Oh, God. And the way your girlfriends and the way people talk about it and the rules and the regulations. There's more rules about having sex than there is in a rugby match, a soccer match, the NBA, really the NFL, the Major League Baseball, and every other, and tennis.
All of them.
Combined, right? I mean, it's just when to have sex, how to have sex. Is it okay to have sex on the first date? Ooh, but what if they said this? Should I have sex with them? Should I wait? So what are your feelings on this?
My feeling is have sex when there's a good connection and you're not just having that. You have to get past the passionate, I just want to like lick your face stage, because that's probably not going to last. But when you actually feel a connection and you're like, wow, I really enjoy spending time with this person, then just have sex. I also am a very big believer in don't overthink things, which is why I'm so spontaneous. And I love being spontaneous, and I think that sex is like the best thing ever, and it, releases all the oxytocins and serotonin and all these things we need. So it's like, why are we denying ourselves of this because of all these rules? And on the other side, I understand to not have sex so quickly because so many girls have been burned. So, it's like for me, it's like guy gets me, goes away. And you're like, wow, really? Okay. But then that means there wasn't a true connection there. And you were feigning it. There's no real answer, obviously, right or wrong.
There is no right or wrong, and that's the thing, and no one should tell you. And something that's interesting is that I love the face licking stage, by the way. Okay, and that's like such a great stage, but that stage is like this short. Yeah, and it really, like on that first date, if you feel that and go, oh my God, I can lick you from head to toe. It's like it's great, but you want to have, and this is something that I think people don't realize. It's like there's sex, and then there's sex with your best friend.
Right.
And there's sex with your equal. So I think a lot of people, they're primal in their sex, especially men are very primal in this. So they would see you and be like, oh my God, those legs, right? And then they would fuck you, right? You know, and then they would come up with that statement afterwards, which guys do, that Prozac, going, I never come this fast, ever. I don't understand, This
never heard that before.
Never, right? This won't ever happen again, right? And in reality, it happens all the time because that's who they are, because they're not lovers. There's as a woman.
Wait, you just took away a really good compliment to me.
I did? No, I didn't.
That a guy comes really quickly and that it's...
Here's the thing, okay? It's like, here you want the best compliment in the world? You're hot, okay? So the guy's having sex with you, and he comes fast because he is so fucking attracted to you, okay? But you know what the best compliment is, okay? And this is something where women need to go deeper in this, is a man holds out for hours and hours, brings you hours of pleasure because you are a pleasure machine, okay?
Oh my God.
Right.
Guys are selfish. They don't do that. Most guys don't do that.
Oh, I've been here. You want to know the greatest lesson I ever learned, okay? So I was a good-looking teenage boy with not enough confidence to realize what I had at 14. Very typical. But my mom's friends kind of did, they kind of thought I was kind of cool, right? So on a Friday night, Saturday night, my mom's friends would sit around, smoke pot, and drink alcohol, suburban homes, right? And I would go down and get some donuts, and God, I miss those donut days. And my mom's friends would be sitting in the circle. And they go, come on in, David, come on in. I'd come in, they'd talk about sex. When I was 14 and 15 and 16, the one thing I learned over and over again was a woman can come endlessly, and a man has to control his orgasm. I mean, this is something my mom's friends told me. So I learned about oral sex from my mom's friend, Vicky. Vicky was gorgeous, right? She was 29 years old. I mean, oh my God, I was like dying, right? From another one of my mother's friends, I learned that I have to make sure that she's 100% satisfied no matter what. So, and then another one of my mom's friends told me that I need to hold out as long as I possibly can, think about anything I possibly can. So and then I had a great experience. When I was 17, my high school girlfriend wouldn't sleep with me, so we did everything but. We played just the tip a few times. That was great. Oh my God, just the tip, I swear today.
We're still on YouTube, by the way.
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah. No, I've admitted this in public plenty of times. So, but I learned all this stuff. So when I was and I've been my whole entire life, I've learned that I wait, you know, and I've taught that. I've got a great program, Become Her Sexual Fantasy for Men, about teaching men to wait, because you are, every inch of you is an erotic zone. And if you really love women, you're going to savor every inch of a woman. The way she smells. I mean, there's certain sensations behind her knees, and, you know, I mean, everywhere can get a woman going. And the fact of the matter is, as a man, men just don't, because men see a beautiful woman, oh my God, I gotta have her, they're dying, okay? Then they see you in the bikini and they're dying, you know, and they want to release, because it's like, they have that caveman conquering. Oh my God, I had sex with Nikki, it was, you know, it's like, great. It was great for them, but for you, you're like, there's so much more.
Yeah. So I think that's actually the correct answer, is that it's not about just sex.
No, it's not.
And so it's, can you learn to enjoy the licking of head to toe before, you know, you go to the flower, because that's actually what's better than just that.
That's what makes the flower bloom.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the flower's blooming.
So there you go. That's your answer, guys.
You got to water. All right. So the answer is, okay, if you want the flower to bloom, you got to water. You got to water the flower. So you want to have beautiful, amazing sex, but how do you water the flower too? Listen to her.
Yeah.
I mean, because women are talkers. Communicate. It's like, get on their level. Communicate. Get deep and communicate and feel and show them you. And then when it comes down to sex, it's like, how tall are you?
5'9".
It's like, she's 5'9". Of you can't ignore. You can't make her 5'3". Okay, you can't make her. A lot of guys make you like, you know, 1'8". You know, it's like they go for that one little. Wait a second, they go for here and they go for there, right? You know, and sex is something that it's an emotional, soulful buildup, and you're doing a retreat. So tell them about this retreat, because some of the stuff you're going to be talking about and teaching, and tantric sex, women who you know, women who teach this because they want men to listen. So tell them a little bit about how to contact.
So you can find me nikkisharp.com, doing a retreat in Hawaii, and we're going to be talking about, with my friend Fern, we're going to be talking about tantra and energy, how do you really, you know, take that energy build up and make it work for both partners, and also really finding out what sort of relationship you want. Like, do you just want sex, or do you want a lasting relationship? Because when you get clear, you'll find what you want once you get clear on it. And not everyone wants a relationship right now, but it's all about learning what you need at that moment. So we're doing that, yoga, fitness on the beach, cooking with me. I'll be in a bikini half the time.
She'll be in a bikini half the time, so, you know. 5'9" bikini, guys. Remember, the bikini is not just about 8 inches there, about 16 inches of her body. There is like 4 foot, let's see, 5'9", 16 inches, like about 4'5", 4'3".
Oh man, you're just
math,
you're going too much into it. There's
5'9" of her. You get the whole drift of it. Anyway,
but it's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome, and a lot of really, really amazing things. So the retreat is called Total Wellness Made Sexy, and that is because, to me, wellness is sexy, and taking an approach of like communication is sexy, and learning how to cook good food is sexy, and learning about your emotions is sexy. And so you tied it all in together, and you're with 2 beautiful women in Hawaii, and for the ladies too, it's going to be I don't want this to be like some threatening thing. It really is going to be a magical retreat. I'm very excited.
I'm 100% behind it. So I think it's amazing what you guys are teaching.